watching Star Wars Weekly Live Chat with The Force is with Jesse. The Force is with you, always.
Before I start, if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. This is the way.
Hey guys, what is going on? Sorry, it was a day late. Yeah, it was literally like the last minute last night. I had like 20 minutes to spare, and something just came over me, and I was just like, it completely took me out of the mindset to be able to sit down and do a live stream. But I'm all good. Everything is great. I'm doing well. So yeah, nothing major to worry about. Just something just come over me, and I just couldn't do it last night. So I decided to put it back 24 hours, and Misa back. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange one. Just all of a sudden, just wasn't feeling it. So I am here. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had having a great week, and I hope you've all had a fantastic Easter long weekend. And yeah, it's my last day of holidays for the time being. So I'm back to work tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Yeah, pretty pumped up about getting back to work and catching up with the gang, getting straight back into it. So I thought I'd have a little bit of a fun show tonight, and let's play favorites, and basically just bring in a little bit of interactivity with the chat, and have a little bit of a fun time for an hour or so. We'll see how long it goes. Depends on, I guess it depends how many responses I get, and what kind of discussions we incite. So yeah, we'll hang out and chat for another few minutes, and then we'll get straight into the topics. And I'm going to work out how to just put a banner up at the bottom. So just bear with me. So I'm going to just try a few things here, and see if it will do a... Let's have a look here, and then I'll get some comments. So I just want to see if this will show at the bottom. Yes. Awesome. Okay. I'm just going to edit that as I go, and we can comment and chat along with the thing. So yeah, comment here from last night. Gong Prime. No, you're not dumb. I did just move it up a day. I know it was the very last minute, and yeah, I'm sure people jumped on early, and then I changed the date of everything. So Collecting Unleashed is here. What's going on? Mike Reed, the mighty Darth Muzzer. How's it going, everyone? Red Qual's here as well. Thanks for tuning in, gang. Appreciate that. Mr. Matthew Martin is also here. Thanks, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Easter, everyone. So yeah, just been a nice chill out day today, actually. My last day of holidays. I decided not to do too much. Just sort of hung out, watched a couple of movies. Finally watched Shazam and Aquaman. I actually enjoyed them both. I've just been putting it off for so long. Been wanting to watch them for the longest time, and yeah, finally just decided to bite the bullet and watch those two movies. I actually really enjoyed them, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. I did just, when they sort of come out, I was sort of in the midst of a bit of DC burnout, just because, you know, Justice League was a bit and, you know, Batman vs Superman was a bit and it had its moments, but it just seemed like DC didn't really know what was going on. Hopefully a little bit of a clearer path ahead is on the cards for DC and Warner Brothers. So but yeah, standalone films, Shazam and Aquaman were pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, that's probably about it. I just had a really lazy day, which, you know, can't blame me, can you? Hi, Linda. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good Easter with the fam. Talk about the price rise in figures. Damn it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, talking about that last week, and yeah, it's pretty crap. I mean, is EB and Zing are the only ones that have really jacked those prices up. So yeah, it's a bit gross. So yeah, definitely be looking elsewhere for some of those figures. Maybe, you know, if I'm going to bite the bullet on the odd gaming, great. So that might be it. But I think those books, the book ones, the, what do you call them, the like publishing figures, 65 each. No thanks, not at all. I'll wait till they go on clearance or something, because that's ridiculous. No one's going to buy them at $65 each. But there are some sites that have listed, like Saw Gerrera, already for, you know, regular deluxe price. It's Zing and EB that have only put it up higher. You know, they're probably at $70, so it is what it is. Can't really do much about it, sadly. So crap, I cut down. Yeah, I'll definitely be cutting down, that's for sure. Like, I was very much a completist, and even now, yeah, I'm really having to pull back, despite, you know, going through some personal crap at the moment too. So I do have to sort of watch the spending a little bit. Even once that's under control going forward, now I'm not buying figures just because they're out. Whereas, you know, recently, we got the 501st Trooper and Yoda on the vintage cards, and normally I probably would have picked them up. You know, because it's cool. I like reviewing the figures. I like talking about them as they come out, but I'm not ready to drop $30 on a figure anymore, like that I already have, basically. So yeah, being a little bit picky and choosy, and yeah, so you might actually see some different stuff on the channel. Like, I've been wanting to do some more, some more my McFarlane Batman stuff, maybe the odd Marvel Legends sort of figure here and there, because I've been picking up a couple of good ones. If I can get to them. No. They're in a drawer that is currently propping up my ring light. I've got a pretty dodgy little setup here. It's literally like I've got my laptop on a stool. I'm going to show you. It's my dodgy little setup right now. So that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, it's it's the price hike is a little bit ridiculous, and yeah, I think they're going to feel it at some point. Excuse me. Rogue Glenn's in the house. How's it going, mate? Hope you're doing well. Star Wars Collector, what's going on? Hope you're doing well too. Hope everyone's having a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Let's get on with this. Interactivity. Oh, one comment here from Michael. Do you see much in your stores when you were hunting? No, I didn't really do much of a hunt. I sort of went to Maya. This was Tuesday or Wednesday last week, or it was Wednesday last week. I can't remember which day it was. But yeah, pretty much just found the figures in the Mayas that I wanted, and then left. Went and checked out another Maya. They didn't have Fennec's, so Fennec's the only one I'm hunting for that Mayas are getting in. Seems like Target's getting them in as well. Now I'm seeing a few people pick up some of the new wave from Target. I checked Target today. They had nothing. They had 6 Bo-Katans on the shelf. That was it. So they're obviously not going to put new stuff out while they're still hanging around. But yeah, I didn't really see much else. I didn't go on a big, long look. I just sort of grabbed what I wanted and got out, because I didn't really have the funds to go really punching heaps of stores and buying heaps of stuff. So I just grabbed what I wanted, and I was pretty happy about that. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to bring up my little list, and it is only a little list because I reckon it'll take a little while to get through. So, and it will be fun. So we're going to start off with, this is a nice easy one, just a nice easy warm up little topic. We can get on with favorite movie. I'd love to hear what everyone's favorite movie is. Jaden, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Just yeah, please drop in the chat what your favorite movie is. Favorite Star Wars movie. This is all Star Wars stuff, by the way. All Star Wars stuff. So yeah, once we get some comments, we'll start talking away. Police Academy isn't a Star Wars. It is a good movie though. I'm going to fix the banner up so it does say hide. Oh, what do we got here? Jaden for Empire. Glenn for Empire. Another one for Empire. Linda's going with Empire Strikes Back. Michael's gone Return of the Jedi. Darth Muzzer's gone for A New Hope. Hard to beat the original. Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi. And Jeff is in the house too. Return of the Jedi. No contest. I'm gonna go with 3 different ones. I'm gonna do my 3. So my favorite is Empire Strikes Back. My most favorite via nostalgia is probably Return of the Jedi. It was the one I watched most as a kid. And probably my newest favorite is The Last Jedi. I know, wait for all the viewers to drop off now. Empire and Last Jedi are my 2 favorites, and Return of the Jedi is just like my sentimental favorite. That's the word I was looking for, sentimental. Return of the Jedi is one I can always chuck on, no matter what the mood is. So yeah, Empire for me, Last Jedi coming in equal second, and then as a sentimental favorite is Return of the Jedi. So Kerry said best Star Wars TV show, holiday special, fight me. I won't fight you, I'll just forget you said it. Revenge of the Sith is probably my second, just because I grew up with the prequels. It is the best prequel. Revenge of the Sith. Caravan of Courage. I remember hiring that so much as a kid, like at the video store, because Star Wars was just always out, and I didn't have a copy yet of my own. So yeah, Caravan of Courage was one I always hired. And I watched them again probably a couple of years ago now, but yeah, they're a little bit creepy, a little bit weird and creepy now. Attack of the Clones, nice one. That's my least favorite, but I don't hate it. I still love it. So great to have Salacious Crumb here in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my little rodenty friend. My little monkey lizard friend. You said 1. I know I cheated. It's my own rules. It's my own game. I get to cheat at my own game. All right, I'm going to go with 1. Empire. Kerry says Empire and Last Jedi in top 3. Nothing beats the OT. No joke, when Last Jedi was on TV here in Belgium, they sped up some parts like Canto Bight. I had Disney Plus on my phone next to it, went faster. I know a lot of TVs, they do that sometimes too, because then they can fit more advertising in. That's just why they do it. And you actually find when you watch a movie that is like broadcast on TV, it is going faster because you can get the sounds of the pitch of the sounds are actually going a little bit higher. So the movie's running. I don't know how much quicker they run it, but it means they can get to certain sections for more advertising, fit in more ad breaks, and fill more time slots in their schedule. So that's the way that works. I only like Attack of the Clones as they got the LAT gunships kicking butt. Yeah, they're so good. They need to do not to say HasLab, but they need to do like a action figure scale. Muzzet Muckreed, the general of the Underpants Squad, the MLA Aussie Division. Did you see the ROTJ orchestra show when they played live music? No, I missed it, man. That was the only one I've missed. I saw A New Hope. I saw Empire. And then, like, COVID got rid of the Return of the Jedi show when it was first coming here in Adelaide. And then it wasn't look like it, and needed the cash at the time, so got the tickets refunded, and then when the tickets went on sale, just wasn't in a position to be able to grab them. So yeah, missed out on it. But yeah, hopefully hopefully, we can get to the next one, Force Awakens, and I believe they are doing some Last Jedi in concert too. So interesting to see if that pops out in the next couple of years. Didn't get to go to the pictures as a kid, so first VHS we watched on our first VHS machine was A New Hope after Empire came out. Nice. The good old days, taped off the TV or hide from the video store. Should we move on to the next topic? I think most people just love a bit of everything. Empire Strikes Back, that's going to be hands down favorite, probably closely followed by Return of the Jedi. And then I'd probably say, probably a mix between a bit of A New Hope, Revenge of the Sith, I'd say. Next time I do this, I'll actually keep tally and we'll do it that way. That'd be cool. And then sort of check out the results at the end. All right. So next we're going with Save and Show. We're going with character. Michael got to see all Star Wars in cinema. Awesome. I think I have too, because I count the special editions. I'm pretty sure I saw them. I'm not sure if I saw all three, but when they did the COVID re-releases, I saw all three then. So yeah, very lucky to be able to say I've seen all 9 films in cinemas. And it's one of the best ways to watch it. So let's go, folks. Favorite character. I don't know, but my favorite character changes a lot, like depending on mood, depending on, current Star Wars product that's out, at the moment. I don't know. I find Ahsoka probably to be my most rounded favorite these days. She just has grown so much over the last 10 plus years. We're talking in the 13, 14 years almost of Ahsoka, and just become, very much a character that has been beloved by many after a rocky start. I even have to figure out at the moment. So I gave her a bit of a hooded cape. And that's just such a sick figure. I did buy another one to keep boxed. So I do collect Ahsoka's in the box. At least with Black Series. I haven't gotten to that point with TVC yet. I do have the Season 7 Ahsoka, but I'm hoping to grab the new Clone Wars update to keep that one carded. So yeah, Ahsoka is just amazing. Let's see. We got some comments. Let's suss this out. Michael Reed is going with Ahsoka and R2-D2. Good choices. Jaden's going with Darth Vader, greatest villain in cinema history. Can't argue with that. Linda's going with the Fett Man. Again, hard to argue with that. He's all kinds of badass, and he's just got to see Tim Morrison again in Aquaman. Just watching that as Papa Aquaman. Darth Muzzer says Chewie. Yes, got Chewie on my arm. He's one of my favorites. So many of it got to go with Luke. Again, can't argue with Luke. Space Werewolf. No, that's a good one. I like that one. That one might come in handy a little bit later. Young Obi-Wan. Yes. Fantastic. Shout out to Wedge Antilles, unsung hero of the galaxy, especially in those X-Wing books, man. Like, he just got shit done big time. Like, he was killer. So good. Jeff saying Kanan. Yes, Kanan, brilliant. Absolute brilliant character. I just love so much about Kanan. Just such a well-rounded character all over. Red Quoll saying Rex, Blitz, Cody. I have a clone fetish. Most people do, man. Most people do. I get it. Rex is a good one. Rex, Blitz, and Cody. Didn't see much of Blitz, but yeah. I want to watch Rogue One now. Do it. Honorable mentions to R2 and Chewie. Good, awesome, love it. James says, shout out to Darth Maul for being an amazing character now. Just finished reading the Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir comic book. Seriously, so good. It is. That's brilliant. It's so good. I wish that was included in the series, because that was a meant to be 4 episodes. Red Leader's here. What's going on? Droids make me smile. Absolutely. Especially K2. All right. We've gone through some characters. Great mix of characters here. So many great ones. There weren't too many similar. Not too many similar ones at all. So we're going to get on to the next topic. And let me look at my phone to remember what it is. This one should be cool. Forward to seeing what people think of this one. And it is Lightsaber Duel. Fire away, folks. I'm going to have a sip of water out of my gigantic water bottle. Will Cody be an Obi-Wan? That's an interesting question. Part of me doesn't even want to speculate, because I just want to really go in with a blank slate. I'll watch all the trailers and everything that comes out, but yeah, I don't know. I can't see why it's not a possibility. There we go. Forgot to press show. I feel like Count Dooku and Mesa are underrated. They could have done so much more with them in the prequels. Yeah, definitely. Count Dooku for sure. Like, some of the stuff, I guess that's why we've got 7 seasons of Clone Wars, because there's just so much more for them there. And even sort of later in the seasons, particularly with Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order, you sort of start to see a little bit more of that distrust in Mace of Anakin, and, you know, Mace is becoming a little bit sort of, bit iffy about everything. But yeah, it's Dooku. You know, the whole going with the whole Tyrannus thing, like they did sort of bring that back in the Clone Wars. But yeah, it's sort of, would have liked to seen more of the Tyrannus stuff sort of come to fruition a little bit more. But Kerry's going with Luke versus Vader on Bespin. It's hard to beat that one. That's a good one. Anakin versus Obi-Wan and Mustafar. Brilliant. Lily, what's going on? For me, it's a tie between Rey and Kylo in Starkiller Base, and Anakin and Obi-Wan in Episode 3. Yeah, both fantastic. Linda's going with lightsaber fight cutscenes from KOTOR. Yes. I even think of the Old Republic, like the trailer clips for Old Republic. Some of that stuff is just incredible. Sidious versus Maul and Savage. Brilliant. Love that one. Jaden's going with Luke versus Vader, my number 1. Ahsoka versus Maul. Clone Wars were incredible, and I always love Anakin, Obi-Wan, Episode 3. Jeff's going with Luke versus Vader on the second Death Star. So tense and emotional. One of the reasons for Return of the Jedi. Yeah, brilliant. Ian Sweeney's going with Obi-Wan and Maul twin sons. I love that battle. It's so short, but it's just so effective. Like, it just says so much about the characters and where they've been for all these years. It just really catches you up in such a deep character level that Maul really hasn't let go. He hasn't changed since, or at least the Clone Wars, but Obi-Wan has just surpassed. He has grown ridiculously as a person, and how he deals with things. He's completely changed, and, you know, shows in those 1, 2, 3 strokes, and the fight's over. Beautiful stuff. I love the cinema. Love this. It's not really cinematography. It is cinematography. But yeah, that way that shot, just, you know, Maul kicking the dirt on the fire. Oh, it's amazing. Yoda vs. Palpatine. That got major cheers at the movies when we saw Yoda kick it. I remember cheers when Yoda pulled out the lightsaber in Attack of the Clones. What about Anakin versus Asajj in the set 2D Clone Wars? That was epic too. That would be in my top 5 for sure. My favorite one is Ahsoka versus Vader on Malachor in Rebels. Like, that's just such an emotional, deep duel there. Like, there's just, that was really heavy at the time. Like, that was just incredible moment. Like, Ahsoka finally facing the truth of what happened to Anakin, and you know, the inevitable sort of escape that we worked out. Took two more seasons to find out that Ahsoka survived, and all that, just the way that all sort of fell together throughout the Rebels series is just something incredible. Like, just, yeah, those last sort of 2.5 seasons of Rebels, just beautifully put together. Really, really good. So yeah, some great answers there, folks. Really cool. It's nice to see everyone's sort of point of difference, and you know, it's great. Like, we're all into different stuff, and you know, we all love different parts of the movies, but we're all sort of brought together by our love for it, despite having very different opinions. And it just shows that we can all get together and get along. But now we're going with favorite Star Wars alien species. Middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures is in the house. Kia ora to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's probably pretty late for you over there. Yeah, she sliced that helmet up, and he still had his eyebrow. I know they did that as like a focal point to sort of show that, yeah, that's Anakin underneath. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, we need to make sure he's got eyebrows. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Love it all. Just really watching Rebels before we went live. Nice. Love Rebels. But yeah, let's go. Alien species. What are we thinking? I'm in the park of the crazier the better, the more ridiculous the better. Just love silly looking aliens and monsters, and I don't know. I want to go with I don't know, a tie between Palouet, which is Sice Noodles. Love the look of that. Like, it's just outrageous. And what is it? Dice Ibergon, which is the little mouth, looks like a tiny little Shai Hulud from A New Hope. That's the lizard with, it's like a snake with a mouth, and it's just, yeah. I don't know. It is a tough one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we come up with here in the chat, because Michael's going for Wookiees, which, you know, who doesn't love Wookiee? Who doesn't love a Wookiee? Mando had great aliens, definitely. The Crate Dragon, yes. Probably Wookiees, but I have a soft spot for Mon Cal and Solustans. Yeah, nice. The old pancake face Solustans. Yeah, it's Wookiees. They're just, you know, you just want to give a Wookiee a hug. You know, you see one at a convention, you just want to go up and give him a hug. Jade's going with the modal nodes. Absolutely, the best band there is in the Star Wars galaxy. Carrie's going with the Jawas. Yes, love that. That's a fantastic answer. It says Mando really has made them super awesome, such funny little buggers. I watched that second episode again recently, where he's trying to bargain with them to get the parts back for his ship, and he's just like, he just disintegrates a few of them, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm going to turn the flamethrower on you now. Like, they're literally just little rodent people. Ed Fives here. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Darth Muzzer, hail to the monkey lizards. Yes, sir. Absolutely. How could you miss them? Looking at my Cantina display right now, but might be topical, but Duros looking good. They are. Duros are great. Cad Bane, prime example. Wookiees or Shistavanin, Werewolf Man from original Star Wars trilogy. That would be one for Carey. He loves the space werewolf. G-Force is in the house. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. It's 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday night here, my friend. So, yeah, good morning to you. Hope you're well caffeinated. A lot of hellos and stuff. Salacious Rum. I wonder what he's going to say. Kowakians, monkey lizards first, then ape lizards. You know, excellent lovers and average jesters. Well, don't we know it? I was going to say, I was wondering if the ape lizards were going to come in. Still yet to see them outside of Resistance, but would very much like to. Efan Mon is a crazy looking. Yes, he is. That's another really weird one. Same with what is he? The other big guy from Jabba's palace, Hermiodal. Yes, just weird, creepy. Man's another cool one. I love the amount of just weird aliens. 7 a.m. in NC. So, we've got a few aliens in there. A lot of love for the Wookiees. Lax Sivrak is one of the best Power of the Force 2 figures. Agreed. Now, when I was doing my Power of the Force Fridays, which I've had to give up because, they're all in boxes and stuff. So, it will make its triumphant return. I still have big plans for Power of the Force Fridays. I look forward to getting back into that. But, yeah, that will be sometime in the future. Hopefully nearer than sooner. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, I don't know whether I did a video on Lax Sivrak, but I'll make an attempt to remember to make that one the first one coming back. Star Wars Aliens translate so well into Lego minifigures, by the way. Yes, I was looking at the new Bib Fortuna, the fat bib. That looks so good. Shistavanins represent. Shistavanins. Ed 5 loves a Quarren. All right, let's get on to the next thing. All right, what have we got? Let me check my notes. This is a good one. This can instill a lot of things, whether it's something you laugh at, something that something that you live by. But yeah, favorite Star Wars quote. And yeah, if anyone's still going with the characters, I'll get them in the aliens. I'll still get them in there. But yeah, favorite Star Wars quote. Mine, I like quotes that I can sort of take into real life with me and carry them in my day-to-day life. Qui-Gon Jinn has one where he says, your focus determines your reality. And I absolutely carry that everywhere I go. Because, you can be sort of down in the dumps, and, most of us know I've been and have had very good reason to be down in the dumps the last few months. But yeah, taking on board that is super important to me. Like, is your focus determines your reality. If you try and find reasons to be happy and excited and reasons to just get on with things, like that's the most important thing. And if you focus on that, it will become your reality, because that's where your mind is sort of trained to be. I know I'm not sort of saying it very clearly, but that's probably one that I really resonate with. Focus determines your reality. Middle-aged Kiwi man, I have a bad feeling about this. I love that one. Oh, we have Darth Muzzy just talking about aliens again. Aliens is what makes Star Wars. Love to see more on screen and on the shelves. Definitely. The greatest teacher failure is. And that's another one that it's resonated with me quite strongly recently. Coming out of a marriage that broke down. And, it's easy to feel like a failure. Like you try and it doesn't work. And it's not always you got to learn from that, and you got to take those lessons out of your failures, and you know how to apply that knowledge next time when there's a next time when you find yourself in similar situations. And yeah, to fail is to learn, to make mistakes is to learn, all that sort of good stuff that you can pull from a bad situation. There's always negatives in the negatives. There's always positives to pull out of a negative situation. So that's a great one, Ian. Thank you for that one. Laugh it up, Fuzzball. I love that one. I love you, I know. That's another classic. It's a trap. Always makes me laugh. Especially when you realize that Princess Leia was the first one that said it's a trap. When they were trying to escape Bespin and she tries screaming out to Luke. She's like, Luke, don't, it's a trap. It's a trap. And then, yeah, Akbar gets all the credit. Who's more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? That's another great one. Another great one there, G-Force. Well done. Well said. Never tell me the odds, which I think of every day in life. As do I, my friend. I have it tattooed on my arm. That's, yeah, another big one for me. That's another one of those quotes that you can really take into your life, and that is, it sort of lends into your focus determines your reality, and that is, don't let other people talk you down. Don't let other people tell you how to live your life. You do it your way. And you got to take chances sometimes. You've got to take a gamble. You got to have a crack. Like I just got my second year of my apprenticeship last week, and that was to be able to jump and take that was a big hurdle. That was a big chance I took, and it's paying off big time for me now because I love my job and I love doing what I do. And you can't ask for anything better than that. So Ed5, do you want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. But growing up, it was do or do not. There is no try. Another classic Yoda. When 900 years old you get, look as good you will not. Oh, man, I'd hate to see what a human looks like at 900. That'd be terrible. Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. That's the only way to become what you're meant to be. Yeah, I agree with that one. That's a good one. It's another way of saying, learn from the mistakes of the past. Not necessarily the suggestion of actually going and murdering people from your past, because that's not cool. But you got to put the past behind you sometimes, and that's the best way to move forward is by killing the past, letting it die, letting the past die, letting past relationships, friendships, problems that you've been in, crap jobs. You got to let that stuff sort of stay in the past so you can get on with your future. And yeah, it's the only way to become what you were meant to be. So absolutely great one there. Jaden, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Muzz is going with try not, do or do not. There is no try. Stay on target. And if you haven't read it, I strongly recommend the book Be More Yoda. I've seen that so many times, and I've wanted to pick it up so many times. I just never have. But I'm going to write that right now in my notes and Be More Yoda, because I'm sure there's some great stuff in there. Glenn says, I am one with the Force and the Force is with me. I love that. That's definitely a standout moment of Rogue One when you first hear that. Especially when you know that was like one of the original sayings of the Jedi, like when George did the original script. I'm one with the Force is with me. Following Freddy, are you the type of Star Wars collector that likes to get everything Hasbro? Do you pass on some stuff? Yeah, definitely pass on some stuff. Yeah, definitely. No, I can't afford to buy it all these days. And with I was talking very early in the stream, yeah, some of the prices now, the price hikes are just making it unaffordable, getting basically almost getting priced out of collecting. I can't stop because I have a problem, but oh, Ed, you're too kind. I know I'm not a failure. I know it's it's just part of life and lessons I've got to learn. Um, and to be able to just come and hang out with folks like yourself once a week, once a fortnight, however often I get to do it, is just it's awesome. I love the escape, and honestly, despite feeling like I couldn't get up and do it last night, I really could have used it. Really could have used the distraction and the escape. So, but I'm here now, and this is fun. It's been 40 minutes already, and we've got some quotes out of the way. We've got some really good quotes, guys. That's fantastic. There's some really good ones in there. Some really sort of deep and meaningful quotes. Also, good sort of humor and fun. A baggy serious. I'm blind. I love that. That's so good. Una. Yes. Can bring you in warm. I can bring you in cold. That's a great quote. Gonk Prime, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I did read out your comment earlier from last night that you left, and yeah, I did stall for a day. So we're going to get on to the very last little topic here, but I'm definitely going to do this again because this has incited some really fun conversation, and if we can get another person to come and sit in and chat with me, so we can both bounce and talk about the comments as well. All right, so this is a good one. I'm going to end with a nice positive one, and I'm actually going to reword this. So I've just typed it out. Bear with me, folks. I will prepare myself next time and actually have these ready to go. Favorite Star Wars moment that makes you smile? Gonk Prime's favorite quote should be Gonk. I bet it is. Oh, Jaden, you're a legend, dude. Thank you so much. Love talking Star Wars with you, Jesse, and everyone here. Don't have many mates that like Star Wars, so it's cool coming on here and listening, talking. Definitely, dude. If you ever want to jump on and get a camera and a mic hooked up, I'll have you on. We'll do it. We'll do this again, definitely, because this has been a lot of fun. And it was sort of when I was doing my Star Wars Go Figure podcast a couple of years ago, I was doing Star Wars fan features, and I was sort of really going through and digging into whoever I had on the show as a Star Wars fan, really getting deep into conversation like this on a sort of a longer format, sort of taking my time a little bit more with one person and really going deep and discussing it, and had a really good time with some of those podcasts and those interviews that I did with other Star Wars fans. So I do have a big stack of questions that I would love to bring into this sort of format of this live stream, quick response, awesome free flowing chat, and have a lot of fun with it. I reckon that'd be awesome. So yeah, definitely count me in for round 2. I'll definitely pick this up again. Oh, good, Jake. Thanks for popping in, dude. Following Freddie was at Disney Springs. I'm jealous. I love Disney Springs. Checking out Star Wars stuff yesterday. I got a few things. Nice one. Oh, we have a request. And you know what? I think we'll fit this one in. I think we will fit this one in. Favorite ship? Yes, absolutely. Muzzer for you. We'll fit this one in at the end. I'll make one more after we've done favorite happy moment. So absolutely. So favorite Star Wars moment that makes you happy. I am all the Sith and I am all the Jedi. It gives me chills. I love that. Love that moment. Yoda whipping out his lightsaber in episode 2 and 3. Yes. Gong Prime in Return of the Jedi when Han says to Leia, I love you at the Imperial bunker, and Leia says, I know. And or when Mando and Boba fly and fight on Tatooine in Book of Boba. Yes. Love that moment. That was just some badass, like, gunslinger, Western shootout shit. Like, that was just killer. Luke and Yoda scene in The Last Jedi. That's straight up me and my late mum. She was a massive Yoda fan. Oh, that's fantastic, man. Like, to be able to have a scene that connects you to something like that, like that's beautiful, dude. Like, that's really, really nice. Just always instilling wisdom from always getting wisdom from your elders. We grow up, we become adults, we never stop learning from our elders. That's really nice, dude. Really nice. Luke arriving on Crate, yes. Ahsoka when she sees the 501st in season 7, that was tear jerking, man. That was full on. I remember years ago, Star Wars Celebration. It would have been, I want to say 2015. I think it was. That would have been Anaheim, Star Wars Celebration 5, I think. And by then, Clone Wars had been cancelled. There was no season 7. There wasn't even season 6 at that point, I don't think. And Dave Filoni hosted a panel who was like continuing the Clone Wars or something. He had Ashley Eckstein, who obviously voiced Ahsoka, on stage with him. And this is worth going back and watching on YouTube. It's all there. Just look up like Clone Wars panel Celebration 5. I think I'm pretty sure it was Celebration 5 or 6. Definitely worth checking out. And he's relaying this information of what happens in this episode. Like Rex and all his troops had basically repainted their armor with orange, and they showed some like early cinematic sort of stuff for her. And Ashley was she was beside herself. She was in tears. She just couldn't believe that was what was playing. And she was hearing it for the first time out of Filoni's mouth at that time. And that's just, I've got goosebumps right now thinking about that. It was just so incredible. The moment that makes me smile literally every time is the end of Rogue One. I literally laughed out loud in the cinema. The biggest grin on my face seeing Vader just absolutely wreck Rebels. It was so good. A really, really good moment. I know Red Leader was in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if he's still around, but I remember I saw Rogue One at midnight, and then I went to meet up with him the next morning to watch it. And it got to that point, and I remember sort of hadn't got to the point where Vader sort of boarded the ship yet. Tarkin had gone, contact Lord Vader, and sort of he looked at me and went, "Oh, Vader's TIE fighter." I thought, "Oh, that would have been cool." Like, I'd already seen it, so I knew what was coming. But I thought that would have been cool, having like a Vader in his TIE fighter, like fighting out in the space battle there. But then, the whole way the lights went out. Oh my God, that's such an incredible moment. Razor Crest all the way might be because Mando is my favorite, but still nice. Captain Fordo in Gendy Clone Wars, yes. Does that quiet moment between the 20th Century Fox fanfare and the main theme count when you know you're about to watch Star Wars and the next 2-ish hours are going to be good? Absolutely, man. Like, it's in a galaxy far, far away. And it's just that, yes. Absolutely, that counts, man. You just know, like you said, the next 2 hours are going to be awesome. Like, it's just a fail-safe moment. I am no Jedi. I need to rethink, because I've thought of a bunch of happy moments. One moment that really made me super happy. I remember seeing Solo for the first time, and I'd met my best mate Lockie for the first time, and that was the first time we met in person, and it's a friendship that's he's my best mate, for BFF, as the kids would say. But the moment in watching that cinema, and the moment where Han's in the cockpit, he's taken over, Lando's been shot, they're escaping Kessel, and Kira's in the cockpit and she doesn't know how to work the controls, and Chewie comes in, takes over, and he sits down next to him, and they just give each other this very short smile, very sort of glimpse at each other. Han sort of looks over at Chewie and sort of smiles at him, and Chewie sort of just like nods towards Han. That just hit me so much. That just made me smile incredibly. I love that moment so much. Luke arriving at the end of season 2 of Mando was special too. Made me cry. You're not the only one, dude. Not the only one. Can't wait for Moon Knight to be over with. Although enjoying, I'm ready for some Obi-Wan action. Definitely. Moon Knight, apparently, this 4th episode airing tomorrow is going to be quite mind-blowing, apparently. When Luke meets the Wampa and Han's stuffing him into a Tauntaun where the inside is lukewarm. Salacious Rum, C-3PO getting his eyes plucked out in the sail barge. It's funny. Another favorite moment when Mando said bye to Grogu in season 2. The only other thing is when Iron Man snapped in Endgame to make me end up in tears. Michael says, right, recently I can't go past the tears of joy when I realized it was Luke in Mando Final Web. Still cry when I watch it. It's an incredible moment. Incredible. Tyler from New York City. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate that. Chopper being a brat also makes me smile. Definitely. Oh, there's some awesome moments here, guys. Favorite ship is the Snowspeeder, but I know it's a tie between that and a speeder bike. Oh, you're jumping off early there, Ed, but we'll get to that. When Luke crushes the Death Troopers and gets Grogu, yes. Yeah, when Mando walks through the blinds in the butcher factory. All right, we have a couple of vehicles there. We're going to read this last one for happy moments. Controversial opinion, but I love the bit in The Last Jedi where the Falcon appears, destroys 3 TIEs, and Finn declares, "Oh man, they had that ship." I love that too, man. That and just that laser and sort of Finn looking up and seeing the TIE fighters just get wrecked in one shot, and it's just like yes, that was just such a great moment. Working still, all good. All right, we're going to this one. Hide that, and we're going to go with Darth Muzz's request of Star Wars vehicle, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. Favorite Star Wars vehicle? This one's a tough one for me, because you could talk about large capital ships, you could talk about single man fighters, talk about good guys and bad guys. I really love the A-Wing. I don't know what it is. I just love the A-Wing. I also love Darth Vader's TIE Interceptor. That's one of my favorite ones. The Ghost is killer. The Falcon, it's obvious. Take care, Freddie. Have a good one. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out. Linda's going with the Arc 170, another good one. I did get rid of my toy of the Arc 170 recently. Well, like a year and a half ago. I mean, it might be because Mando, but Razor Crest or the Y-Wings. Y-Wings are cool, man. Y-Wings are very cool. Ghost, but love to ride a speeder bike. Jaden's going with the Slave 1. The design is probably the most unique ship in all of sci-fi, and it sounds incredible. How can you not love its pilot? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more with that. It's just such a cool, funky idea. Like a ship that sort of comes up and you've got to pivot the cockpit because the ship comes. It's crazy when you think about it, like how weird it is. Landspeeder. I want one in real life to cruise down Hindley in that bad boy. Yeah, but people throw drinks at you with the open roof. Your subwoofer in the back that rattles the crap out of the boot. G-Force ship I never owned but always loved was the Y-Wing. The Arc 170 is cool too. Yeah, the Y-Wings are great, especially when you see them in the Clone Wars with the like, and they sort of reconstructed them. They'd gone back to the Y-Wing design and like finished them up to see what they'd look like with the you know, all the armor plating and stuff on them, and it's like just a really nice, sleek looking bomber. And then you look at them in A New Hope, and you're like, I can sort of see, you know, how they went to crap, and you know, they just had to pick these ships out of a wrecking yard, which we saw in Rebels too. So yeah, Y-Wings are cool. I would normally say the Falcon, but I bought 2 Razor Crests. That thing is amazing. It really is. Always will be the Slave One. Never Boba Fett Starship or another name. Yeah, I agree. On screen, the Speederbucks Return of the Jedi in toy form. I can't look beyond the original Palatoy X-Wing. So simple, but so good. Controversial opinion. Book of Boba Fett Vespers. That is a controversial one. Yeah, they weren't everyone's cup of tea, were they? Well, they weren't many people's cup of tea. I like them. I think they're cool, but not on Tatooine with a bunch of kids that can't afford water, but they've got these hotted up bikes. Should have been on Coruscant or something. Ed Five also likes the Outrider. He's a big Dash Rendar fanboy. Gonna get a nice Dash Rendar tattoo on your arm. Poe's black and orange X-Wing is also cool, definitely. Love the Corellian Corvette. Most of the Rebel fleet, really, the Rebellion has the best ship designs. I love the like the Mon Calamari, like the big Mon Cala cruisers, like big domes with little bubbles all over it, and then like the medical frigate that looks cool. LATC HasLab has to make this with a ATTE Walker so it can drop off. Take my money, Hasbro. Just make it happen. Make it happen. There's some, yeah. What else? What else can I think about? I like Cad Bane's ship, even though it is just like a repurposed Magna Guard fighter. I love the name Xanadu Blood. I think that's cool. I would have loved to have seen that like parked out in the middle of the desert in Book of Boba. Shout out to the Attack of the Clone Speeders. Guitar Squirrel Speeder for the win. Yes. Love that. Don't need a ship, just get me a jetpack. Couldn't agree with you more. That's so good. But yeah, there's so many vehicles. Yeah, you could really sort of narrow it down to like land vehicles, space vehicles, single man fighters, capital ships. I love Snoke's ship, like the gigantic super mega ultimate Star Destroyer. That's just killer. I love that thing. That's just, it's big and ridiculous and awesome. Kylo's big ship. I like Kylo's TIE fighters that he had. I think I like the TIE Silencer from Last Jedi, and then the TIE Whisper from Rise of Skywalker with the sort of red ring around the cockpit. He sort of went back to that sort of traditional TIE fighter window. But yeah, the TIE Silencer from Last Jedi, that was a cool vehicle. I'd never got the toy of it, which devastates me because I really want it. Just never got around to picking that one up. But yeah, I'd love to pick up that at some point. HasLab Sandcrawler. Oh, HasLab it all. Kind of counts with the Death Star. Yeah, definitely. Quinlan Voss is in a ship. The speeder that comes with the Lego Cantina. Yeah, the little bubble dome thing. That's cool. Last request, favorite saber duel. We did that already, Ed. You may have just come in just after that. But yeah, feel free to fire away and I'll put it up. Snoke ship is also the best modern playset. That's the BB-8 one. That's another one that I never got. I would have loved to have picked that one up. Would love Kylo's TIE from Rise of Skywalker. Yes, that would be killer. The TIE Whisper I feel like it should be Ty. You got the Ty Silencer. I feel like it should be Ty Whisperer. Anyone else agree Solo is mega underrated and overhated? I agree with you there, absolutely. Oh, Dryden Voss. Yes. You got your Vosses mixed up, but I get you now. Quinlan Voss is still the better of the Vosses, in my opinion. Vader and Luke on Bespin. Yes, I think we had a few people going for that one. Yeah, that's just after Vader and Ben, like it really picks up the ante of an awesome lightsaber duel. Gong Prime's going with the episode 3 duel. Republic gunship is another incredible ship. Seriously, love the sound of them too. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, that whole landing sounds like an old plane. Love it. Solo was collateral damage to that crazy Last Jedi Fallout. It was, sadly. If they had just waited till Christmas and let Solo just let the air settle, let the dust settle on Last Jedi, and then Solo come out at Christmas, it would have done a lot better, I feel. But yeah, to try and get it out, 5 months later, 6 months later, it just too much too soon. It needed to just wait till Christmas that year. 2018 should have waited. All good, Muzz. Well, that was fun. That was awesome. I'm definitely gonna do this again, guys. So if you shoot me a message at some point if you want any sort of particular topic to jump in. I've got a big list. So I went with happy moments. I've got sad moments as well. Let's have a look here. We've got favorite droids. These are topics I'm going to have in the next time I do this. Star Wars moment that makes you sad. Favorite piece of Star Wars music. Favorite life message in Star Wars, which kind of touched on a little bit. And then some more collecting stuff. So we'll get into some more Star Wars collecting questions as well. Bring it back to the toys for the next one. So we'll definitely be doing. We'll be playing favorites again. So thanks everyone for coming and hanging out tonight. I had an absolute blast, and really, really lit up the chat tonight, which is fantastic. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, guys. G-Force, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Maul never seen lightsabers used that way. That was brilliant. That was really cool. Sorry, I was watching Daredevil, but happy to be the end of the stream. Take care. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Are you not entertained? No, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy me. I'm gonna name this one round 1 for Let's Play favorites. So we'll do it again very, very soon. I'll try and do it in the next couple of weeks, actually. If this time of day is good, like a Tuesday night, I'm happy to roll with that. Probably avoiding a lot of potential clashes with other live streamers in the Star Wars community by doing it during the week. We'll just sort of see how things go. But I hope everyone has a fantastic week. Be good to each other, be good to everyone, be kind, share the love, spread the happy. And we'll see you next time. Until then, may the Force be with you always.